You did everything right. You planted your seeds, you gave them water, you waited, but nothing. And then they just stopped growing. What's going on here?
What if I told you the difference between success and failure could be something as simple as the temperature of your soil or how deep you planted your seed?
Welcome to Seed Starting SOS on the Ready Life. This is a quick video series to help you start your own seedlings and troubleshoot them so you can grow strong, healthy plants from scratch.
In today's video, you'll hear from Dawn Trammell, an experienced cold weather gardener, as she walks through 6 reasons your seeds aren't germinating, and more importantly, how to fix them.
This lesson comes straight from our Starting with Seeds course in the Ready Life Academy. And be sure to stick around to the end because Dawn shares a simple tip for using old seeds, even seeds that are over 10 years old.
The Ready Life, into the country.
Now we are going to discuss some common problems that some people have come to me and asked questions about. If once you plant your seeds or you sow your seeds and they just don't come up, people have asked me, what do you do? What's wrong? So one possible reason, it could be that your soil was cold. Like if you just bring your bag of soil in from the garage and it's still half frozen or whatever, they may not come up, especially pepper plants. They like it warm. They even like warm water. And so that could be one of the problems. And what you can do then is make sure when you are getting your soil ready to start your seeds in, you can use hot water in it. So that's one possible solution. Another problem that people have had is that they're not watering evenly. So it could be that they're dry, they're not coming up. When you're first starting seedlings like this, you need to make sure that they stay moist, not soaking wet, but moist so that when you're actually touching it, the soil is sticking to your fingers a little bit, just like that. So especially when they're first starting out, make sure that you're keeping them moist. Another problem is that maybe you just planted your seeds too deep. Maybe you put your peas in here 2 inches deep instead of 1 inch or 1.5 inches. And so what you might have to do actually, if there's not coming up, is you might have to move some of the soil off of there and just see what's going on in there. Is it germinating or what's going on, and see what's going on under the soil. Another problem is your seed might be just really, really old. And if that's the case, just be prepared for a longer germination period. So for instance, I have germinated 10, 11-year-old eggplant seed before, but it took a long time. The package said that it should have come up in 10 days, but it didn't. So it was taking 20 days, still wasn't coming up, 30 days. So what I did was I took this whole thing and I put it on top of, if you have like a wood stove, if you have a shelf above that, put that on your wood stove, and the heat will almost every time, just adding a little bit of heat to the bottom of it, will get them to pop up out of the soil. And if you don't have a wood stove, put it on top of your refrigerator. That is just about the perfect amount of heat, or over a register vent. But just remember that when you do that, your soil is going to dry out a lot faster. So make sure, again, that you're keeping it evenly moist.
So now you know why your seeds aren't germinating and how to fix it. But what happens when they sprout and then they just stop growing? What do you do?
That's what we're covering in part 2 of the Seed Starting SOS. We'll talk about the 3 biggest reasons your seedlings stall out and how to get them thriving again.
And by the way, you can get free access to the Starting with Seeds course that this video is taken from, as well as the entire Ready Life Academy for 30 days. We're doing this right now to help jumpstart your growing season and prove to yourself that starting your own seedlings is totally doable. And while you're at it, the Ready Life Academy is going to help your family get more independent for other basic necessities like water, heat, and power. Just visit thereadylife.com/try or click on the link below.
And make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss tomorrow's video. And we'll see you then.